Are we here? Hey guys. So I thought it would be a good idea if we start a new Minecraft world because I've realized something. All the other Minecraft worlds are on easy or normal. So I thought, how about this? In return, I'm going to play on hard mode with keep inventory on. I'm not gonna get better at the game without giving myself a challenge. And the rules are at night I have new shader packs on. Rule number one, hard mode. And I think I'm gonna lock it too. But if it's getting too much, maybe I'll go back to normal quick. So I don't know if I'll lock it just yet. But another thing, brightness in the brightness section needs to be set to moody. And for the shaders pack that I have, which is to make up ultra fast shaders, I made it so at night it's a little bit darker, and in caves it's a little bit darker. No glowing ores. And just a few mods. That's it. And the mods, they help make it a little bit easier, so it's probably like 95% difficult. No cheats, and another rule. This is 100% rule. We're not gonna just dump into a pit of lava and what should we call it? So we could get back to our world, right? Or to our base or whatever. Because that is very unfair. And I think this might be our final world we might ever make. I'm gonna try not to make another one. Let's play. Here are the beautiful graphics. Also these are pretty fast. What is up on my PC? I think I need to turn you up to 60 now. During stream I need to turn it to 60, but during I was recording earlier and I'm like, why not do stream instead? And let's turn you up back to like 8. Okay, so these are graphics, as you can see. And I could do this too. Which I think I'm gonna, for now, do this. But if it's too easy, then we'll just switch it. I mean, I might, yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna do, actually. And I think 90 FPS is possible and doable. Okay, so stay at 80. That's good. We know what its top is. Alright. I'll chat. Okay. No one ever watches. Another thing. Once we get to 100 subscribers, I will start doing face cam stuff. No joke, no lie. I'm not gonna say any lies. 100%, that's what we're doing. We'll start doing face cam streams, face cam videos. Unless I still come an insecure little bean, which is very rare. But no cheats at all either here. I'm kind of finished with like the thought of even knowing how to cheat. And we could change that instead. What else could we do to make this better? Default. So yeah, we're playing more Minecraft. It's fun. I am becoming a Minecraft streamer, and I'm not upset about it. Look at this photograph. By the way, I don't know if you guys know, I just started high school recently. Pretty fun experience. I've a few new friends now and stuff. Not really. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but my old school was a middle school and elementary only. It didn't go up to high school. So I had to, pick a high school. There was a few high schools an option, but I picked the one that a lot of people were going to. First off, ginormous, right? Way bigger than my other school. I thought it wasn't gonna be too bad. It's very confusing of a place, and I still need to get used to it. Um, I'm sure I will eventually, though. But I'm sure it won't become hard. Now these days, school is just easy for some reason. That's why I started liking it. It's because like they make it so everyone's happy for some reason, which I think is one of the most stupidest things is education. I think actually, I'm starting. I like when I think about it, I'm like, school would be more fun, and I would love to, and I would understand school more if it was difficult. But now it's not difficult. I'm not a very smart guy. I used to think I was smart, but then I'm like sitting back, I'm realizing, no, I'm not smart. The education system is just lowering down to people's standards because they don't want people to actually go advance to how smart they are. They want people to stay at the same advancement and just max out that type of intelligence, and I just think it's stupid. I don't really like it. It's a stupid way to do education. So I don't really like American education. That's why they make fun of us and everything. It's because of this one reason. It's not education. You just go there to like socialize. And I don't know why. I feel like at some point, what's the point of even going, right? Um, you don't learn anything. Um, People are like, "Oh, you're smart. You know so much about World War II." I'm like, "Yeah, but anyone can learn that. It's just that they don't get taught stuff like that. It's just upsetting. It's not, World War II. I think is like one of the most easiest history topics to kind of go over because it's more recent. And we have more answers about it. Other stuff we don't have much answers about, making it harder to actually understand and learn. And I don't like our education system for that one reason. I think it's become a joke, really. And it's pitiful. When I was younger, I used to have terrible grades because back in the day, education used to be more difficult, right? But then, like back in second grade, I used to be failing classes and stuff. I mean, I had problems. Doesn't give me an excuse to not do better, but I had difficulties and stuff. By the way, these guys do way more damage. And I was, when you're younger, you expect everyone to hold your hand, but you have to realize in education, you can't have somebody else hold your hand. You have to learn. You have to sit there, listen, learn. Right? Yeah. How about this? In education, you're given enough already, right? And I hate these people who are like, okay, the reason why people didn't like school is because it was hard and difficult. When you realize people are like actually enjoy going to school, you know you're doing something wrong, right? You're not doing something correct as a school. Unless if you're in Sweden, right? Think about like Sweden schools, or where was it? Finland, where the school in Finland, it's like Finland has like some of the smartest people, and it's like they let you do your own thing because kids get used to that, right? But my education, the way that it was different from others, I'm fucked. Yep. The way it was different from others though is that I was used to one type of standards, right? I was used to certain standards, and I was always and it was difficult. But then the standards lowered mid-life, probably like third grade. I started getting A's, and then I was like, how am I doing this? I'm not really trying. And the thing is, their standards is so low. Like you don't have to do much. They don't give out homework anymore, which I'm not complaining. Homework is bad, but like I used to get bad grades because I had to do homework, right? But they lower everything, and they're making it makes a joke out of our education. It just does. I feel like we could be doing so much better. I mean, genuinely, I think we could be some of the strongest pieces of our history is by just doing smart things. But no, we can't give people lower standards. We need to give people something tough. That's what's gonna make people, be more educated and be more intelligent. The reason why we have a lack of intelligence in the country right now is because our standards are so low. So low. And it's absolutely insane. Right? I don't know if I could handle it. That's why I like summer. It's just like, dude, I don't have to go to school. And I'm not that Andrew Tate guy who thinks, oh, uh, holy shit. Okay. That thinks that that it's all the Matrix, that we don't need school. I believe we need some type of education in school, yes. But I think that our standards for school need to be more helpful, not just something so stupid. And just, we go there. And we go there and we just sit there. And like we just like all we do is listen, get one sheet of paper, go home. For high school, that's what is probably the most we'll get is one piece of paperwork. Maybe I'm in for a treat. I mean, it's only been the first 2 days, right? It started on Thursday, but just absolute pitiful. I think it's just so stupid. Your charge up is so ass. And I think I mean, let's say like this. The only reason why I'm complaining is because I want my future of my country to. There's no reason. I can't even find coal. Let me go this way. I found coal. I just Yeah, I think these guys go faster in this difficulty. But I want my country to be full of people who are well educated. The reason why everyone makes fun of our country is because of how stupid we are, how quickly we are to manipulate. It's like sometimes I don't blame people for like the active disrespect. Actually, no, I don't blame them. The active disrespect of our country is well deserved. It really is. We need to be united as a country, right? But in the meanwhile, we have kids who think they're smart when all they talk about is ethnic differences. And guess what? If that's all I did was talk about, oh, I'm German, I'm Jewish, and all that, like that's all I did was like talk about my differences and how I'm different from somebody else. What the? Well, I guess I am mentally different from other people. When it came to that, but the thing is, you can't. Are you kidding? Still But if I don't know, okay, go back to the conversation. I just don't think that's how we should act, and that's not how we should be as a nation. I think it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't even matter that way. People gotta mature. They can't sit and think of the same life values and say, "Oh, because I'm this, you have to give me, you gotta pity me, this and that." No one needs to pity anybody anymore. Instead of thinking of ethnic differences, we think of who people are. And that goes for both sides of the story, conservative, liberal, and all that. Yeah? Okay. Alright. Yeah. Uh, it's just like, it's just a standard, like, what do we need? How about we all grow up as people and realize that just because you're this and that doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. That goes for both liberal and conservative. You're not a whole different breed of a human being based on what you believe in, who you are. But one thing I have to say, you're a new person when all you think is that you deserve some type of like war reparations or stuff that's happened years and years before you were born. And they go, "Oh, my ancestors went through this." Guess what? Everyone's ancestors has been through slavery. Every race has been through slavery. There's no, when it comes to slavery, it doesn't just go to one piece of human people, right? I'm not saying that justifies in any way slavery. I'm saying that in all, everyone's been through slavery, so that means that everyone needs to pay each other reparations for destruction and pay everybody type of respect, and that should be without any bad history. People should pay each other respect no matter what. It can't just be one thing. You have to give someone else respect, but they don't need it. They don't need to give it to you back, or anything like that, or that they don't need any respect at all. It has nothing to do like that. I'm saying, for clarification, that we need to, as people, realize that yes, we're different, but that doesn't make us different from human. That doesn't make us any lower than anyone else. And that goes for everyone. White, black, everybody. The thought that... Okay. I can't speak. I can't even see. I mean, really. That thought of like, oh, you can't, I could get to mess with you and you're white. I was told by a girl in my elementary, my middle school. They're like, shut up, white boy. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with being white? And they're like, everything. That's not first off, that's not an explanation. And second off, that's the same reason that white people used to give to black people back in the day. So you're literally basically no different than people back in the day, but just reversed. It's not right. And guess what? You have the right to be literally anybody. There's no right for people to hate people just because of their race. That's not a reason, that's not an explanation, that's just a cry out loud situation. I really can't see. I'm dead. Yeah. Well, I knew that was gonna happen. And I think it's just pitiful. We shouldn't make fun of certain religions in any shape or form. We should say that this political viewway is this way and that way and this that and blah blah blah. That there's no such thing. How about this? The only way we make racism is if we continue to think about it. The only way that it'll keep going up is if we keep thinking about it. If not, if we let everyone be, then no one will be that way. No matter what you think, that's not how people are. Yes, there's people like that in this world. Do I support them in any way, shape, or form? No, I think they're disgusting human beings that they promote hate on somebody because they're different. I think that's just terrible. You don't do that to people. Because if that happened to somebody else, it would be a terrible experience. But also, that doesn't give people right to be disrespectful to others who promote hate, right? That doesn't make you have any more of a right. I'm not saying that it's not justified. I'm saying that it's not considerably morally. You need to move on. And the people who don't think about it and respect no matter what are the people I want to hang around. Think how you believe and what you want, but that's just how I think of it. And I always will. It's not a respectful way to view certain things. It's not a respectful way to act and to be human. Do I think that oppression is still active? Yes, but that doesn't mean that a certain group can be oppressed and a certain can't be. And obviously, it happens so much. You need to realize that, like, this stuff, it will end as soon as we take it out of conversation. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because that's what this chat's gonna be. From now on, we're not gonna make any stupid comments. We're not gonna say any racist towards anybody. Anybody. Doesn't matter what. If you say something terrible to a white person, like, oh, you're a whitey person and all that, that's a different story. Oh, what the fuck? That's a difference. Like, you can't say that. You can't say anything bad to anybody, and that's how we'll make a united community. That is in this chat. If you say cracker, white boy, all that stuff, that's basically the same as just saying slurs to a black person. That's not right. Do you think? Okay, if I said the N-word in a racist way to somebody, do you think that I deserve respect? No. So why should anyone say anything bad about people who are of not of color and people who aren't white and stuff? It's not right. And guess what? I think that's something I want to change. A community where people are people, not colored. Because to be fair, there's no such thing as colored anybody. No color, no nothing. Say it like this, there's no such thing as white or black when it comes to race. Racist doesn't... There's no such thing as race to me. There never will be. And it's gonna be like that for the history of times. I'm never gonna think any differently either. Because you know what? I'm a better person. You can be a better person. So shut up. Stop thinking about it, right? Guess what? It's happened to everybody. And everybody's past. And it doesn't happen now. So why do we talk about it? Genuinely, it's not something I think that anyone should genuinely care about, let alone be discussing. And I know I'm conservative, so people are gonna think that this is somehow racist. If I ever become popular, people are gonna use this against me somehow. But the way and context of this is that in my chat, no one shall make any racist comments to any race. No one gets any political or ethnic, advantages in my chat. That should be for every creator. There shouldn't be, oh, you're doing this to that person. No, there's not going to be anything like that. And I wish there was a censorship to certain stuff like that. That is not me trying to be any way disrespectful towards black people. But guess what? Black people don't have... Okay, this is going to sound bad. I'm going to mess this up somehow. Black people have no right to be disrespectful to white people anymore. Because most of the people who... The person who freed the slaves was not only conservative, but white. Guess what? You can be a good person, no way about it, right? There are racists out there. I'm not saying that. Actually, I'm one of the people who know it the most. It's terrible. It's a terrible world that we live in. There's people like that. But the more that we unite and we think together, the less that all this happens. Instead of thinking, oh, he's white, he probably doesn't like me because I'm black. The more that we're gonna be separated. We'll be separated as soon as people, if you have that thought in your mind, you gotta think, guess what? He's white, but we have history. We're all human beings. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as white or black to me. Honestly, let's say this. There's no such thing as a white person in my head or a black person. When it comes to people, race isn't the first thing that comes to my head. When it comes to talking to physical human beings. Why do I need to think about actual race? Why does it need to come up in a conversation? The reason why I'm bringing it up is because that's what happens. People bring it up, and there was this girl who tried to call me a racist because I was white. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say her name. I don't even care. Gianna. I'm not gonna say her last name. But she was just a bitch. Like, what? She tried to get me in trouble because she said I said something racist in the hallway when I was talking to, a friend who, by the way, was of color. Her herself wasn't really... Okay. I can't say that. I don't know if I could say that online, but... Let's say it like this, bro. We can unite as humans, not as, groups. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be any side groups. We should all have the same page on certain things and know what's right and wrong. But you can't say there's certain ethnic groups that are in the wrong. It's like at all, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It's okay to say that to people of white. How about that? The people that I know closest who are, I'm gonna say it. It's like one of the only times I say it. Some of my best friends are African American. Do I use that in any way as an advantage to make me look more right? No. Guess what? Because they're good human beings. They're not people who are evil, and they're people that deserve love. You know what I mean? I don't think about color when I first meet people. You know what I think first? I think, is this a good person? Somebody I want to be near? Is this a good influence? And I think about that with everybody, and I'm like, wait a minute. These are some good people. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're all people in the end of the day. Right? No one is born evil. And God makes us born as angels. You know, we're born as good people. Other people choose to do bad things. You're not born into a state of evilness. People change and they do things that are unholy and sanitizable, and it's just a terrible way to live. Absolutely awful. And I think I'm one of the people that hate that type of attitude the most. I mean, I think it's a terrible way to think of things. And I think that as human beings, we should be more mature to when we speak about certain groups of people. People should be proud to be different things. How about this? There shouldn't be I'm proud to be black. There should be I'm proud to be white. There shouldn't be I'm proud to be this. I'm proud to be that. There should be I'm proud to be a human being. I'm proud to be who I am right now. I'm proud to be born. I'm proud to be a creation of God. I'm proud to be all these things. The one thing I don't like though, I hate people who are like severely atheist. And they hate Christians and they hate Muslims or atheist. They hate. That's not even an atheist. That's, in my opinion, people who hate on Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, any religion that promotes peace. I just gotta say, you're a Satanist. If you aren't Christian, you're an atheist. How about this? A real atheist is somebody who's understanding, not somebody who judges. And, yeah, I mean, it's a very immature way to think of things. I have like 30 minutes until I have to go. Anyways, I gotta get off for now.